everyone, my name's Elliot and I work as a software developer for the IT company Atos. So what we do as a company, we are an IT services and consulting company. So what we do basically is we meet our clients and we propose ways in order for them to digitise their business. This could range from a wide variety of different things. Clients, depending on their size and scale, have all different sorts of requirements. So I can't speak as general as knowing every project that's going on in the company, but we have a wide variety of clients, both private and public. That could range from creating an application for them which they can use internally within the business. It could range from automating a process which happens in the business and takes up a lot of time and money. As much as you imagine technology can change everyday life, that's how much it can change businesses. So my job as a software developer requires me to write and review code and work as part of a team in order to build applications, whether that be web or desktop, for our clients. So at the moment I'm on a security clear project, so I can't go into too much detail about it. However, our client has super old systems which are almost the same age as me, and they require them to be upgraded to basically exactly the same look and feel that they have now. So what we're doing is we're basically looking at the old code, replicating it in a new up-to-date system. Therefore they have the exact same application, but one that is actually supported instead of the legacy application which is no longer supportable. So when I was at school, I knew I wanted to go to university to study something, but I didn't really know quite what I wanted to do. So in my last year of high school, I picked quite a wide variety of subjects so that no matter what I picked, I always had something that was kind of in that corner. I eventually decided to go on and study physics at uni. I did my Masters in Physics, and then even in my last year of uni I still didn't really know what I wanted to do. I decided not to go on and study as like a research scientist. I wanted to get more into the business side of things. So when I was looking for jobs, I applied to quite a wide variety, and I actually applied to the technical consultancy role. However, in my interview, my manager actually convinced me to go for a more technical role and work as a software developer. So I never really had a moment of thinking I want to be a software developer, or I didn't really have that lifelong ambition to do it. I just kind of fell into it. But by picking a wide variety of things, and by picking physics, which I enjoyed, because I quite enjoyed a lot of the maths and problem solving side of it, that led me to software development, which is very similar because it's full of problem solving and So the thing I think I like most about my job is that it's quite mentally stimulating and it's challenging. A lot of the time is spent trying to figure out a problem that presents itself and trying to use your knowledge or learn how to solve a problem. The best way I think to describe it for anyone that hasn't worked or done any code before is when you have a riddle and you don't really know the answer to it, and you spend ages and ages thinking about what the answer is, and then you kind of have that like eureka moment and everything just fits together like a puzzle, and that satisfying feeling of being like, that's it, I know the answer. That's the best part of the job by far. Maybe 90% of the day is trying to figure out why code doesn't work, but that 10% of the day where you realise what the problem is and you fix it is amazing, because then you can run the program and you can navigate through it and you can see something you've actually created and a problem that you've actually fixed. Before I started the job, I was worried that it would be a bit monotonous. I thought, if you're sitting there writing code all day, it might be a bit boring. Whereas now I have the exact opposite idea. Certain jobs that I would have thought I would be more inclined to do, I realise are a lot more based around being stuck on the phone all day, doing paperwork and a lot of like administration work, which is something that I really don't want to do. So I actually got it reversed. So when I came into this role, I was quite glad that I never ended up going down another role, which is quite fortunate for me because that's something that I really want to do. If you are a student, whether that be high school, college or university, and you want to get into the industry, the tech industry, and you want to become specifically a software developer, My advice to you would be to start a fun and interesting side project that can help you learn code and also give you a taste of what it would be like to do the job. So for example, you could become a front-end developer and you could design a website, or you could do like a back-end job, which is when you work more with data. There's loads of resources online, but basically pick something that would challenge you. Don't worry if that seems daunting, because there's tons of stuff online, YouTube tutorials to take you through the whole building of any application or website. And also pick something that's interesting, pick something that you think would actually be cool to make. And whether you actually get it working or not isn't the problem. It's more just showing you what it would be like. So there you have one, you have what the job would be like, so you know, because you might end up not liking it, or you might realise, yeah, this is exactly what I want to do. The second one is that it helps you learn a language. So whether you're writing it in C# or PHP or whatever language you end up using, all these skills start intertwining, and you start to like pick them up. And the third reason to do this is that if you go into any job interview and you want to be a software developer and you show them what you've made and explain to them why you've done it, it was in your own time, what you learned from it, and actually give them the finished product, then that puts you in an amazing stance for getting the job. That's not something I've done. I actually had no coding experience before I got into this, which sometimes still surprises me how I even ended up getting into this job. But the point still stands. If I could go back and reapply, that's the advice I would give myself. And like I said, don't worry if you try it. If you don't have a lot of time and you can't get it working, that's okay. It's just for a little taster. And at the same time, if you don't have a lot of time, there's a lot of resources like Solo Learn, which is an app for your phone. And you basically can go through and you can take short mini courses and the basics of loads of different languages. So there's an example of something that you can do in a lot of time, and the other example is something to do in short time. So that's everything that I really have to say about my role for now. If anyone is interested in that or does have any other questions, I'm sure that we can organise some system where you could drop me an email and I can give you some more details on it. But for now, best of luck with everybody's applications, and I hope you're all staying safe. Alright guys.